Welcome to Varanasi, one of the craziest and holiest cities of all India, especially for Hinduism. Before coming here, I've heard so many stories on some spiritual practices that are happening here, especially about people called Aghori, who are known as being cannibals and who sleep in crematorium where dead bodies are burnt. So I want to meet those people. I want to see why they do that and how they do that. And I also want to meet some other people called Naga Sadhus, who are very enlightened people who dedicated their whole life to spirituality. I want to meet those people and I want to really enter in the deepness of this crazy city because there is a lot of mystery and a lot of things going on. For the first moment, I can already tell that I love this city. Every second there is something happening. There's a lot of animation and we are on a Monday. We are not even on a weekend, but I don't think it changed anything, weekend, weeks here. And Monday is Shiva day, so it's also a very important day. I think every day of the week has a god, but today is Shiva day, so let's explore. Before jumping full in the adventure, let me give you a bit of context. Varanasi is believed to be one of the oldest cities in the world and renowned as India's spiritual capital. Revered by Hindus, it's believed to be the city of Lord Shiva, and it's a total maze of narrow lanes adorned with ancient temples, bustling with devotees and seekers. Its history is woven with tales of enlightenment, pilgrimage, and the eternal cycle of life and death. Along its iconic Ghats, where stone steps meet the sacred Ganga, seekers from all over India pursue spiritual transcendence amidst the ancient rituals and sacred waters. Every day, hundreds of bodies are cremated on these Ghats as part of rituals aimed at liberating the soul from the cycle of reincarnation. Alright, so let's try to find those burning Ghats now.
This is a place, the area of the burning ghat, which is a burning in 24 hours, like all day, all night. And this is a place, not only Varanasi, from all over India, body coming to visit in Varanasi, because this is a place, the Lord Shiva city. The Shiva, they make blaze from this is a place, who people burn, who people they die here, soul they directly go nirvana to the heaven. They get moksha from here in Varanasi. So Hinduism, from all over India, body coming to cremated on that place. So that's why the burning, this is the area, the burning in 24 hours, all day, all night, no any holiday, no any festival, 24/7. And if anybody coming, first body go washing at the river, make last bath in the holy water, body bring, put on the steps for the dry. You see on the red color, there's a body put on the bed, during 1 hour for the dry. Family go to the wood shop, they buy 150 kilo, 200 kilogram of wood. They prepare the wood bed, bring the body, put on the bed, top of body, put more wood. And they take it fire from the secret fire of Shiva, which is a 3,500 years old. They never been off. So family gonna take that fire in a dry grass, come to the body, make 5 round. Body make 5 round because body have 5 elements. So they make 5 round of circle of the body and they light fire. One body cremation, 3 hours. After 3 hours, complete body is not going to be burned. Little body of the left, which is a part of man chest, woman the hips, pelvis. That is a part of the body, the left. The family, they take it out from the stick, which is a throw at the Ganga. And this is a place, in one day, 150, 200, 300 bodies burning. Because this is a place from not only Varanasi, from all over India, body coming to burning. That is a family was resting, waiting for the 3 hour, and that is a family members, they're going to start the preparing for the new bodies. You see the family relative, they're sitting, and that is a body, which is going to start the begin. And if the body burning, you don't feel any smell also from the bodies. Only, and this is a place, only they staying only to the man. No any woman. You don't see any woman because woman not allowed. Woman, when they come in this place, she become emotional, start cry. And this place not good for cry because if you cry, Hinduism people said, if you cry, disturb to the soul. Soul get not free. That's why no any woman. Woman cannot allowed from that place.
It was actually a really intense experience even if he said that there was no smell, there was a smell. Honestly, I could feel it in my nose, in my throat. It was a heavy atmosphere, heavy energy, and seeing all those bodies burning and seeing those families just waiting next to it. Yeah, it's something. It's kind of impressive to know that there is like between 150 and 300, or I even heard like 400, 500 bodies burning each day here. That's a lot of bodies. And it's not the only burning Ghat, so yeah. But interesting how in Hinduism they also accepted this, how it's not hidden, because in Europe we hide this, we don't talk about it. It's something that it's the end of the life. As here it's not the end, it's the end of the materialistic world, but it's the beginning of something else. Or it's the end of the reincarnation cycle. And yeah, that's interesting. All right, so let's try to find a Naga Sadhu or an Aghori. Last time that I came to India 7 years ago, I already wanted to find an Aghori, and I couldn't find one. So they say that the real one are in caves or in the burning Ghats, hidden somewhere. It's kind of hard to find them, but let's see if this time we find one.
After searching for hours and talking to many people, I finally found a way to spend some time with 2 Naga Sadhus.
We living for our family, but Sadhu leave their family for the whole world. They give knowledge for everyone, and they're not living for own self. Just like we living our life on self, on creation, but they leave their family and they live in the away, and they live in away to the village, in a forest, and they do tapasya, sadhana, prayer, mantra chanting with the connection of God. Okay. And Naga Sadhu, Naga means nagged, because we born nagged. So reality is that we are like that. So they're not wearing any cloth. They same living like that, just like a kids. So they living for life for the God, not for the society. So we are the kids of God. So just like kids living nagged on the mother, father in childhood period. So same like Sadhu living nagged, and all do for the moksha. They also don't want to come here again, because they want to become in supreme soul. They want to become connect with God.
In a city as sacred as Varanasi, there are sadhus everywhere, but it's very difficult to know which are really spiritually committed and which are just beggars. It's said that the real ones stay isolated in temples or in the mountains for years. However, my encounter with those people was very interesting nonetheless. The next step now is to manage to meet an Aghori. These people known for meditating on dead bodies and practicing all sorts of other dark practices. So, it's 5 a.m. in the morning right now. It's kind of foggy. And it's a very special morning because I'm finally going to meet an Aghori. Failing to get in touch with an Aghori myself, I met a local called Manoj, who was able to arrange a meeting with one of them. The meeting point was in a dark street full of dogs and fog.
So we're now waiting on the Aghori. We had a meeting spot. He was supposed to be here. We paid him a chai, but he just left. He just left, I don't know where. Like, left in the fog. Or left in a building, I think. I think he knows someone here, or I don't know. We're just waiting for him.
Suddenly, the Aghori reappeared with a human skull in a bag and dogs following him. We took a tuk-tuk and the dogs kept following us.
It's his dog or what? Yeah.
At this point, everything went completely mad.
Every dog are following us for the smell of the skull. Created some huge fights next to the tuk-tuk. Like 20 dogs or 15 dogs were running after us. In the back must be the skull.
We had to continue part of the way on foot, and as two dogs were following us, it agitated the others, and we walked in a tornado of angry dogs.
So we finally just arrived on the boat. We're healthy, safe, with Manoj and the dogs. So there is a body in the water, just there. That's kind of intense. Middle of the trash.
Animal body, I think.
Animal body?
I don't know.
Just next to the people where they are swimming.
The atmosphere on the boat was mystical, and I kept thinking about the different things I'd heard about the Aghori before coming. I was told not to look them in the eyes, or that I should avoid getting blessed, as you never know what kind of energy they can transmit to you. Other people told me not to worry, as these people have a deep and good purpose. But at this moment, I really didn't know what to believe. My aim was to be able to ask him all the questions I had in mind and see if all the rumors about them were true. We left the boat and went to walk on the sand dune in the other side of the river.
मेरा नाम अनिल Aghori.
We talked for a long time, but he was very emotional and it was difficult to get concrete answers to my questions. I could see that he had been through some complicated times in his life. When I asked him if he also ate body parts, he said no. He said that he put ashes on his body and sometimes put some in his mouth for certain rituals, but he didn't eat bodies.
ये किसी जन्म का जंगल चोट था ये जी इसलिए इसको कर्म दे रहा हूँ खटवा रहा हूँ.
Finally, despite the warnings, out of respect for him, I didn't dare refuse the blessing. When he put his hand on the back of my neck, I felt the whole inside of my chest shake like I'd never felt before. It wasn't fear, something else was happening inside me. It was really, really intense. After this really special moment on the sand, we took a boat and headed back to town. We spotted a drowning pigeon, and the Aghori didn't hesitate for a second and saved it. Then he really took the time to look after it and warm it with his own breath. You could see that he was genuinely concerned about the bird's health. After speaking with many people in the city, I realized that Aghori beliefs are incredibly complex. It would take months or even years to fully explain their life philosophy. But in short, Aghoris see life and death as manifestation of the same divine reality. They believe that everything, even what society considers impure or taboo, is an expression of the supreme divinity. Their practices, like meditating in cremation grounds and consuming human flesh, aim to transcend conventional dualities. By confronting death and decay, Aghoris seek to overcome fear, achieving a state where all experiences are part of the ultimate truth. Their actions are driven by a profound quest for knowledge and spiritual enlightenment, which is why I never felt insecure with the one that I met. My experience in Varanasi was a journey through time and into a unique spiritual universe that constantly mixes life and death. At the end, Despite our different approaches, I believe that the universal quest for life remains happiness. So let's leave this amazing city with a positive quote.
Whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve by practice. Just like you want to smoker, so first time you smoke one time, slowly you smoke regular. One time smoking become your habits and it's become your character. So try to live happy. Happy it's become your habits and its habit become your character. So if you want to live happy, so think positive, do positive and do good for all people. So people give you blessing and you become happy. For happiness, you try to do best thing for this world. But you can only try to happiness. Happiness, everything is not consistent because we are human. So sometimes sad, sometimes weep, and sometimes laugh, sometimes happy. This is all part of life. But overall, if you want to happy, so you do best for all people. This is the only way.